welcome back to my channel. We are doing another baking, cooking, I guess this video isn't really baking or cooking, food assembly of video. And today's video, I want to say like it was really requested, but it wasn't because I hadn't asked anybody.
I kind of requested it.
You did, I guess.
I'm into these.
I think my sister may have asked about it, and then my boss was like, for sure you have to do this one.
Yeah, I'm into these. I'm into these enough that I'm wearing a shirt that matches the color of what we're going to make today.
I'm not. But we are going to make Dole Whips. Now, I have found a gazillion and two recipes online for Dole Whips, and I narrowed it down to two that we're gonna try today. And we want to try Dole Whips and Dole Whip floats. And if you're not familiar, Dole Whips are essentially a pineapple flavored soft serve. It's not really ice cream because it's dairy free, but it's essentially Dole Whip soft serve. And then a Dole Whip float is when you have pineapple juice on it. He loves them. I do like them, but the acid in pineapple doesn't really agree with me, and I get excruciating heartburn. So unfortunately, I can't really have them.
So I get to eat everything that we make today.
I'm definitely gonna try it though. They serve them at Disney. They serve them at a couple of locations. You can also get them at the Polynesian Village Resort. And we found them in Hawaii when we were there for our 10th anniversary in June. We did not have any when we were in Hawaii, but we did see them there. And I wonder if that is because, no, we didn't go on the tour, and I don't know if they're still there, but when I was in Hawaii like 12 years ago, they had the Dole pineapple plantation.
Yeah.
And that's not where they were serving them. They were serving them in Lahaina.
Okay.
But I wonder if that's why, because, you know, Dole was there and that's the whole thing. So anyway, we are going to get to it. I'm going to make two recipes. The first one is actually from Dole.
Oh, this is like the official recipe.
Right. Well,
look at that.
I'm not saying it's the official recipe. I'm saying it is officially from Dole.
It is at Dole.com.
Yes, from Dole.com. And the other one I got from YouTube from the Pop Sugar Food channel. And yeah, it says, let's see, what is the title? The title of the video is How to Make Disney's Dole Whip, Get the Dish. So we're going to try both of them.
Okay.
I'm going like this because there's two
of them.
And
then we're going to do like a comparison, like which one turned out better.
Yeah, and we're going to try them plain by themselves, and then we're going to try them as a Dole Whip float by putting pineapple juice on it. Yes.
I'm excited.
Hopefully I will be well enough to go to work tomorrow after all this pineapple. Okay, so let's get started with the ingredients. You need 2 20-ounce cans of Dole crushed pineapple, 2 tablespoons of pineapple juice, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 1/3 cup sugar, and 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Okay, the first step is to drain the canned pineapple, which we've done, and
we put it in our Vitamix here. Can I just point out?
It matches very nicely.
Yes.
I don't match. We didn't talk about that before.
I don't know. I think we're like bright colors together. It looks a little mustardy on camera.
It's more sunshiny.
It is sunshiny. Yeah. Anyway.
You're pleasant.
Yeah. It matches the Dole Whip. Okay,
let's focus.
Yep.
I made a mess. So we're also, it said to reserve 2 tablespoons of the liquid, which I've done here.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are adding reserved pineapple juice.
Okay.
That I just took out.
Just
to measure. It smells. It really does smell amazing.
Yeah, it smells really good in here.
Okay. So now add in, let's see, 2 tablespoons each of the fresh lime juice and lemon juice.
Fresh. All right. Do we have a tablespoon around here? 2 tablespoons each.
Yes.
Lime. Oh, this has never been opened.
Okay, well, we'll start with the sugar because that goes in it as well. So we are adding 2 tablespoons each of lemon juice, lime juice, and I'm adding in 1/3 cup of sugar. Now the sugar I'm using is castor sugar, also known as superfine sugar. I just thought with it going into a cold liquid, it would dissolve better. So 1/3 cup of sugar,
You have to poke this with a tack to open it up for the first time.
Thank you for that fact. Okay, 2 tablespoons of, in case they're wondering why we're using a tack.
Why I had to leave to get a tack.
Okay, so I am shaking and squeezing our fresh lemon juice.
Yep, very good.
People in the comments section were rather upset that this is not the official recipe, because the official recipe...
In the comment section of the YouTube video that we're going on?
Yes, because the official... Oh my gosh.
What?
I have lemon juice and a cut on my finger.
Ow.
Do I have to go to work tomorrow? I wasn't kidding.
I know.
Because the original recipe is not, is dairy free, and this one is not.
Oh.
So.
Oh, because we're about to put.
Well, that doesn't exactly go, but.
Cream in?
Yes, cream is involved. Okay.
Okay.
So. Let's make sure we have everything. We have the crushed pineapple.
Check.
We added 2 tablespoons of pineapple juice, 2 tablespoons
Check.
each of our fresh lemon juice, our fresh lime juice.
Check.
1/3 cup of sugar.
Did you put that in?
I
while
did.
I was gone? Oh, yeah.
I did. And now blend until smooth.
Okay. Okay, I would say we've reached.
Yes,
We've reached smoothness.
I was signaling with my head and you were ignoring me. Okay.
Here's what we got. Smooth. Okay.
Pour mixture into 2 1-quart freezer bags and store bags flat in the freezer for 1.5 hours or until the mixture is a slushy consistency.
It is already a slushy consistency. Seriously. If we threw some ice cubes in here and blended it, it would be slushy right away. I'm not willing to wait 1.5 hours for some freezer bags to freeze.
I should have made some extra, actually, I should have made some extra pineapple ice cubes. But I didn't.
Let's just throw some ice cubes in here. It's already kind of slushy.
You're gonna have to use the tamper. Okay, hold on.
Probably.
So we are adding just ice, which is not, we're adding unsanctioned ice cubes to see if this will work out.
But if you ever make a smoothie in a Vitamix, you know that this kind of turns it
I
into
feel like you could
smoothie
have
texture.
You could have frozen pineapple juice and then use those cubes in this. Ah,
Ready?
yes.
That was awesome. Okay.
Well, we have Dole Whip on our ceiling. An indication that things went well.
All right. It's
Close
a little
enough.
bit slushier. It's good.
Close enough.
Yep.
Okay, it'll taste the same.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, it's not gonna be like, this is not the consistency of soft serve ice cream.
but we are mixing it in with whipped cream.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to hand me the blender?
Yep.
The hand blender. So now I'm going to use a hand mixer to whip up my 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. This needs to, eventually I'm going to have to add the pineapple mixture into here. So there's definitely not enough room. And I want my whipped cream molecules to feel as though we are not overcrowding.
You are such a scientist.
Because these word molecules.
Yeah, nobody else is concerned about the well-being of your whipped cream molecules.
I don't think that makes me a scientist. I think that makes me weird. But thank you. Okay. Let's finish whipping. Okay.
How's that looking?
I just watched an episode of Bon Appetit on YouTube. An episode of Bon Appetit. An episode of one of the videos, I guess, of the Bon Appetit test kitchen on YouTube. And they did this competition of where they were trying to whip cream by hand and see who could do it the fastest. And the test of whether it was done was they could hold the bowl upside down. They were metal bowls though, so I think that's more possible. We're not doing that, but it is very fully whipped. It
slides a little bit.
It does, but I think that would happen since it's plastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
My arm is tired. That's heavy. Okay, so now we are gently folding the pineapple slush into the whipped cream.
I am a pro at gently folding.
As we saw in the
Gray Stuff video. Yep.
I'll fold.
Wait a second.
It was a full-on mix.
Fine, you fold. I'm going to eat it.
It was a full-on mix.
As long as I get to eat it, I don't care.
Okay, so
this is our pineapple slush.
Right, I'm going to do it a little bit at a time because we don't want to deflate the whipped cream that we just whipped semi by hand.
So the whipped cream in this recipe is what's going to make it mimic like a soft serve.
Do you mean?
Because we're mixing like just pineapple slush in with whipped cream. But a real Dole Whip is basically soft serve ice cream.
But as we...
Dairy-free soft serve ice cream.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. So this is like intended to mimic...
The creamy portion?
That.
Allegedly.
I am thinking that this is not going to... This is going to turn out to be more of like a soup. Don't you think?
Because it's too liquidy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we should probably
like
put it in the freezer in small.
Yeah, but I want to eat it now. Like in its current state, you would never want to make this into a Dole Whip float. Although that might be really good, because it would be like this really like creamy pineapple drink.
So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Do you want to get out 2 of the small Anthropologie bowls that we have? Because it's the only thing I can afford from Anthropologie other than the knobs. And if anybody wants to tell me in the comments section below why Anthropologie sells knobs, feel free.
They have a large selection of knobs.
They do. Okay, so not surprisingly, this is not looking how it should, but we didn't follow the instructions, and
that's what'll happen.
Right.
Do you want to show?
Hang on, let me finish mixing. It's basically just, it's very runny, it's very loose. So what my plan is we will follow the instructions. However, I want to put some in these little containers so that we can, and I'll stick it in the freezer for just a little while, and hopefully that'll firm it up enough for us to try it for the video without waiting forever because it's almost 9 o'clock. So then we will have it kind of both ways, I guess.
I'm gonna taste it like this too.
Well, why don't you get a couple of spoons?
I'm not opposed to the soup texture. Do you need a ladle as well to ladle it into the...
Yeah. I'm
A
trying...
ladle as opposed to an ice cream scoop.
That's sad. That is an indication I failed.
No. I think it just...
You're using a ladle.
It just needs to freeze.
It does.
It is kind of like a soup though.
So, as we have now learned, adding the ice cubes is not sufficient.
So here's what we've got. We've got kind of a pale yellow...
It looks like gruel.
Yeah.
Who knows what gruel looks like?
It's gonna taste awesome though. So let's fill these up and throw them in the freezer. And then we'll just taste what we've got here.
Well,
what?
You don't want to fill it too full on account of you won't be able to floatify it.
That little taste of just the dribbles on the side.
Take some of that one and put it in here so we can add some, or just take some out. Because we want to be able to taste it plain and then add pineapple juice to make it into a float.
Okay.
Okay, so you stick that in the freezer.
Okay.
I'll eat the rest of this bowl as is.
You can't. You can't handle the acidity from the pineapples. So don't even pretend.
I don't care about eating like this because it's just us.
How's it?
Of course it's good. We almost had a Mayday.
It is good.
The whipped cream. Okay, so the regular Dole Whip, and by the regular I mean like the real one that you get at Disney, is okay. We're eating this like a meal.
It's amazing. Hang on, I'm gonna try something. Go ahead, keep talking.
The regular Dole Whip that you get at Disney, as we've mentioned several times now, does not have actual dairy. Because of that, the fact that this not only has dairy, but has a pretty strong dairy flavor to it, I think is what makes it not terribly authentic.
Yeah, it's not, it's good, but it does not.
It's not totally different though either. It's not like, I mean, there's not a lot of flavors in an actual Dole Whip. It's pineapple. You know, that's the primary flavor. So in this, that is the primary flavor here as well. It's just that you have a hint of dairy in the background.
I'm gonna try something. So I've got a little glass of pineapple juice here. I'm just gonna put this runny stuff in here. This might actually be good.
I think if you're calling it this runny stuff, that doesn't make it sound appealing.
Dole Whip recipe A.
Okay, so while you do that, we want to freeze this in Ziploc bags that we can lie flat. I'm curious as to how
That's pretty good.
frozen these are going to get with the whipped cream.
I know, like
We'll see.
I can't picture how this is gonna freeze. I think it's gonna freeze like really solid, and then you're gonna have to like chip pieces off of it.
Is the whipped cream gonna freeze that solid? Since there's air incorporated into it?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
This is unpredictable.
If this is something that you have to like eat exactly at 1.5 and eat all of it exactly at 1.5 hours after it's been frozen, because that's not super practical unless you're like making it for a party or something. I mean, if it's something you want to store, but you can't, that's kind of a bummer. Okay.
All right, so we're dumping this into bags.
Yes. So
I'll be the bag holder. I don't trust myself to what?
that's fine. I don't trust you. We'll do this. Oh, I had a scout hair in my mouth. Okay. Okay. So obviously if we want to try and get the air out. Obviously if it's only freezing for 1.5 hours, it's not meant to freeze completely solidly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have most of the air out, zip exceptionally well, and then it says lay flat, like such. I feel as though an 1.5 hours would even be too much. Maybe not. That's so satisfying.
I'm just trying to make sure.
It's fully zipped.
Okay. So we've got
Okay,
layers of Dole Whip.
so now we are going to freeze these flat
Yep.
in the freezer, clean up this mess, and then we will be back for recipe 2.
Awesome.
Okay,
All right.
so this is from Dole.com, and
So this is the official one. I have
I'm
high
not
hopes
saying-
for this
I'm
one.
not saying it's official.
I am. It's from Dole.com. It's a Dole Whip. The
still
sidebar
not-
of their website says the Dole Nutrition Institute.
That doesn't mean it's the recipe that they use at Disney World.
I have high hopes for this recipe regardless. It comes
True.
directly
Okay.
from Dole. It
So
is a
it's-
Dole Whip.
You need to calm down about that. Okay, it says, the classic treat you love is now available to enjoy at home. This dairy-free dessert is perfect for summer or anytime you feel like adding a little sweetness to your day. With only 4 ingredients and minutes to prepare, it's almost as good as enjoying this treat while on vacation. Almost. Scott is judging us. Okay, so
I feel like one reason this one will be more authentic is because it's dairy-free. Just like
Could
a
be.
real Dole Whip.
can I have the vitamins, please?
Yep.
So, 1 cup of pineapple juice frozen in an ice cube tray, which I did ahead of time. There we go.
Okay.
Combined pineapple juice, banana, 1 Dole banana peeled and frozen.
So banana.
Right.
No banana in the last one.
And I don't know that there's it's hard. Banana in the real one. And by again the real one I mean in Disney World. This may be the one they use in Hawaii. We didn't try the one in Hawaii. So that could also be real.
Almost. Good Lord.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
I admit I don't know if it could have been Chiquita. Is Chiquita owned by Dole? No, they're separate.
Oh, because you're supposed to use Dole
I don't know.
bananas.
Okay. Banana powdered sugar.
Okay.
We had 2.5 teaspoons of powdered sugar.
Okay.
Now, however, before we get to this, it says cover. It actually specifies cover, blend until smooth, gradually adding coconut milk and scraping down the sides if necessary. So, the coconut milk. Now, I wasn't sure if they meant, and if there's a difference between what you get in a can. This is unsweetened organic coconut milk light. Or if they mean like what you would get to replace milk.
Yeah, they say unsweetened coconut milk beverage.
Right, but I mean, is this the same thing? Because the ingredients are organic coconut milk, which include filtered water, organic coconut, organic guargum. So I don't know that
Seems
there's
like it should
it's the
work.
same thing, right?
Yeah.
So
We'll find out, I guess. All right, so I'm supposed to blend this.
hang on, I want to have the coconut milk beverage ready. It says 1/4 to 1/2 cup. So I'm going to have I should grab this.
That's not very much.
No, I want to.
And this will definitely freeze up because we've got frozen bananas and ice cubes in here. So this is gonna, when we blend this in the Vitamix, this is gonna be the consistency of ice cream.
I'm doing dishes quickly.
Oh, okay.
So the recipe says 1/4 to 1/2 cup. So we'll start with 1/4 cup. Let's see how thick it is. There's enough to just, that did nothing. Pour. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with 1/4 cup.
Okay.
And if necessary, we'll add more.
Okay, so we're blending this until smooth.
Actually, maybe
It
Blend
said
it.
wait, didn't it?
blend until smooth, gradually adding the coconut milk. Do you think we should start with some in there? We'll see what happens.
No.
Hit it.
Okay.
Let me add more.
So we're definitely ending up with something that's much more scoopable, like ice cream.
Add in that stuff that just dropped on the counter, please. Okay, so I've now added a full 1/4 cup.
Okay.
Do we want to add more?
I don't think so. I would say the texture is about what it should be. So here's what we got. Let's
Use
see.
it in this camera. Show it in this camera.
You can see, I mean, like
I don't
literally I can turn that
think
upside
it's
down.
as yellow as what you get in the park.
No, not at all.
I
It's
wonder.
much more white. It looks like it's gonna taste like banana.
That's my fear.
Should we taste it?
Okay. I'm gonna grab the little dishes.
Hey, you know what we can do? You want to just taste it out of here first?
I don't think that's going. No, but I don't think that's going to work because it's too soft for that. You're not gonna be able to get any out. Oh, that looks pretty good though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can see
So-
this is definitely different.
That's not blended up enough though. You can still see a little bit of banana in there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the banana one. I taste banana right away.
I taste way more banana than pineapple. This would be very good in a float though. So, yeah, this tastes like banana.
I have an idea. We only added 1/4 cup of coconut milk. Let's add 1/4 cup of
Pineapple
juice and see how that tastes because
Yeah.
it's very banana-y.
Go ahead and just put it in right away.
Admittedly, this is thinner. I wouldn't put it all in now that I think about it because it's thinner.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that and see how that works. If it'll at least give it a little bit more pineapple flavor. Okay, so let me add, I will add the rest of this. Okay.
It's better already.
Is it?
Yep.
See, part of what I didn't like as I was making this was,
So it made it a little runnier. It's still not
well, I
runny.
mean, obviously, you don't have any liquid.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Part of what I didn't like about this recipe is a cup of pineapple juice, obviously, that's not difficult, like you're actually measuring it. Okay, 1 Dole banana. That is, bananas there's a huge difference in size. So I wonder if we just use really large bananas, or I used a large banana rather than an average size banana.
How do you like it?
I still
I
taste
like it
banana.
a lot better. I still taste banana too, and I don't think it tastes like a Dole Whip you get at Disney World, but I like it.
I feel
It's more pineapple now.
we could salvage this quite easily by making some more ice cubes with pineapple juice, or making frozen pineapple cubes, adding that, you're basically just making a bigger batch with more pineapple, but not adding more banana.
Yep, I agree. Let me try this on a float.
I'm just gonna add it here. So, as I said, a Dole Whip float is the, can you get another can, please? Soft serve with pineapple juice. Thank you. You didn't mix it.
Didn't mix what? You have to, do you have to shake that before you open it?
I'm guessing. That's pretty authentic tasting, I think.
The float?
Mm-hmm. An ice cream headache. I have a Dole Whip headache. I think that's much better.
That's really good.
Of course, it completely made it liquid, but
But it's good.
now let's try the other little bowls we froze. Okay, so these are the ones we froze all of 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We'll see, it's still pretty soupy, but the flavor will be fine.
Yeah, it firmed up a little bit.
It did actually.
You can see it mounds up on the spoon.
Not surprisingly, the flavor is the same as it was before. Now I'm going to add a little bit of pineapple juice. The pineapple juice sinks to the bottom. Probably because it's not completely frozen or slushified.
Yeah. So which one are you liking better here?
I'm not sure. When I get the ratio right, I think I like the imposter one with the whipped cream better, I think. But that's when I get the ratio right in float form with the juice and taking into account the fact that I think that banana was just too big. If you're gonna use one banana, I think you should use one small banana.
Mm-hmm.
I think the banana was too big.
Yeah. I guess here's my thoughts. I like both of these for what they are. Neither one of them is a great replica of what you get at Disney World.
I disagree. I think it's a good replica. I don't think it's identical, but I think they're both good replicas.
So your definition of replica means it can be
Similar.
similar but not the same.
Right.
Yeah. In that case, I agree. Yeah.
It is rather delicious either way.
It is good.
There you have it.
Yep.
Our 2 versions of the Dole Whips. Those are the modifications that I would make if you make the one off of YouTube. Actually freeze it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the float version where you add the extra pineapple juice, that is a lot more similar than just eating it plain, because I do think you definitely taste the dairy if you're eating it just plain. In the Dole version, I would say don't use an entire banana unless it's a small banana. If it's a big banana, I would say use half or 2/3 of it. And then I think it is actually going to be very close. And like the ones you did in the parks, I prefer the Dole Whip float with the pineapple juice on top of it. And the same was true with this. But overall, it's very good. I mean, if you like pineapple, you really can't go wrong. I think they're delicious.
Agreed. I'm excited for my next real Dole Whip.
In a couple more months.
A couple months.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.